For those of you who didn't know, an anime iceberg is a type of image or graphic that lists various topics or elements related to anime. Arranged in layers similar to an iceberg, the top layer consists of a well-known and widely discussed topics, while the deeper layers contain more obscure or niche topics that yet to be explored. On the first layer we have Kimi no Nawa. Who doesn't know Kimi no Nawa? It's one of the best Japanese anime movie that became an international sensation. It was released in 2016 and was directed by the one and only Makoto Shinkai. The movie follows the story of two high school students, Mitsuha and Taki, who start swapping bodies with each other. The movie explores their journey to understand the reason behind the phenomenon and their efforts to meet each other in person in the name of love. The movie has received critical acclaim for its animation, soundtrack, and emotional depth, and has become one of the highest grossing anime movie of all time. Even a non-Weeb person know the reputation that this anime movie holds. Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho 100 is a Japanese manga and anime series created by the one and only, the man who brings us One Punch Man, One-sama. The story follows a middle school student named Shigeo Kageyama, who goes by the nickname Mob, who has a powerful psychic abilities. However, he chooses to keep his power in check and suppress his emotion to avoid causing harm to others. Mob also has a side job, working as an assistant for a self-proclaimed psychic, Reigen Arataka, who often uses Mob's power for his own gain, and that's for money. Together, they help people deal with supernatural problems and fight against other powerful psychics who seek to exploit their abilities. The series is known for its unique animation and its themes of self-acceptance, personal growth, and the consequences of power. Throughout the series, Mob learns valuable life lessons about friendship, love, and finding his own identity. The series has gained critical acclaim and a dedicated fanbase for its blend of action, comedy, and emotional depth. We then swam again deeper into this iceberg, and it's layer 3. In this layer there are still anime that would be recognized by my fellow weebs, but not with the normies out there, so be prepared. The first one we have Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is a Japanese dark fantasy light novel series written by Kumo Kagyu and illustrated by Noboru Kamatsuki. The story follows a young priestess who joins a party of adventurers to defeat goblins. But they are ambushed and almost killed by the creatures. The party is saved by a mysterious and ruthless adventurer known as the Goblin Slayer, who specializes in hunting and killing goblins, and only goblins. The series is known for its graphic violence and mature themes, including sexual violence and trauma. It explores the brutal realities of a world where goblins are seen as a vermin and prey upon humans, and the psychological toll this takes on to those who fight them. This series has been adapted into a manga series and an anime series. It has gained controversy for its depiction of sexual violence and has been criticized for its handling of the subject matter. But alas, it has also been praised for its world building, character development, and intense action sequence. Advancing further deep into the layer 4, we have Teasing Master Takagi-san. Now, for weebs, Teasing Master Takagi-san or Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san is a very famous anime and manga series, of course. But for normies, I don't get it. Why this masterpiece isn't in the top layer, in first or second layer? I really don't know. Anyway, Teasing Master Takagi-san, also known as Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san, in Japanese, is a manga and anime series written and illustrated by Soichiro Yamamoto sensei. The story follows Nishikata, a middle school student who is constantly teased by his classmate Takagi-san. Despite his best effort to get revenge on her, Nishikata is always outsmarted and embarrassed by Takagi-san's teasing. As the series progresses, Nishikata and Takagi-san's relationship develops and they begin to form a close friendship. And from that close friendship, there are love. The series explores themes such as childhood crushes, friendship, and the challenges of adolescence. The series is known as a light-hearted humor, heartwarming moments, and charming characters in it. It has gained popularity for its relatable depiction of middle school life and the playful dynamics between Nishikata and Takagi-san. The manga series has been adapted also into multiple anime seasons, as well as live-action films. Now, Black Lagoon is a Japanese seinen manga, an anime series, written and illustrated by Rei Hiroe. The story follows a group of mercenaries who operate in the criminal underworld of Southeast Asia, working as smugglers, bounty hunters, and hired guns for various criminal organizations. Our main character, Rokuro Rock Okajima, is a Japanese salaryman who is kidnapped by the Black Lagoon Company and forced to work as their translator and negotiator. Alongside the tough and capable members of Black Lagoon crew, Rock must navigate dangerous missions and confront powerful enemies. The series is known for its gritty and violent depiction of the criminal underworld in the circle of Weebs, as well as its complex characters and intricate plot lines. It also explores the themes such as morality, loyalty, and the nature of violence in the underworld. The anime series itself has gained a cult following for its stylish animation, intense action sequence, and engaging storyline. In addition to the anime series, the franchise includes several spin-off manga and light novel series, as well as a video game. For the sixth layer, we choose Ichi the Killer as the subject. Ichi the Killer is a Japanese seinen manga and anime series written and illustrated by Hideo Yamamoto. The story follows the sadistic and violent underworld of organized crime in Tokyo, as well as the exploits of the titular character, Ichi. Ichi is a troubled and unstable young man with a traumatic past, who possesses incredible fighting skills and a compulsion for extreme violence. He becomes entangled in the world of organized crime after being manipulated by a mysterious figure known only as Gigi. The series itself is known for its extreme violence, graphical content, and disturbing themes. It explores the darker aspect of human nature, including sadism, masochism, and psychological drama. The anime adaptation of Ichi the Killer was released as a two-part OVA series in 2022. It is notable for its explicit content and unflinching depiction of violence, and has gained a cult following among fans of the original manga series. For Ichi the Killer, it's still pretty popular, but of course, because of its gory and feisty genre, not many people are used to it, and it's not everyone's cup of tea. From its title, Kokuhaku, that means confessions in English, is a Japanese film, and that film was directed by Tetsuya Nakashima and released in 2010. It is based on a novel by the same name by Kanai Minato. The story of Kokuhaku centers around a middle school teacher named Yuko Moriguchi, whose young daughter was murdered by two of her students. Moriguchi decides to leave her teaching position and seeks revenge against the student who killed her daughter. Through a series of carefully calculated and devastating confessions, she sets in motion a dark and tragic chain of events that will forever change the lives of everyone involved. The film is known for its dark and intense atmosphere, as well as in its exploration of complex themes such as revenge, guilt, and redemption. It features strong performances from its cast and as well as a haunting and powerful musical score. Is a stop-motion anime called Watashi no Kao, or My Face in English. Now, we didn't find exact description about this absurd horror stop-motion anime, but when I saw it with my own eye, it's not, I repeat, it's not anyone's cup of tea. This horror anime is basically a story about a potato-headed girl's face being deformed by herself into strange shaped faces. From my perspective only, I think that the girl is desperate to create a new face for herself because of her current state that her face is deformed. This leads her down to a dark and twisted state of mental, creating hallucinations and creating personality that really dark and twisted. I can't say anything but twisted. It is really twisted.